Good morning, good morning, good morning, good people. I pray all is well with you on this beautiful Thursday morning. Thankful Thursday. Yes, that's what we'll be. We'll be thankful today because it's Thursday. I'm thankful because my great grandbaby finally made her entrance a couple of hours ago. Bless her mother's heart. She's been in labor since Tuesday. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. And it's just good to wake up with a thankful heart. Anyway, our nugget today is dealing with living by the word. I found some notes that I write a lot of notes, guys, but I was going over some notes I had from probably the beginning of the year, I want to say. And one of the notes said, and it just kind of popped off the page at me, it says, "It is more important to live by the word of God than to make a living." To live by the word of God than to make a living. And I was like, you know what? That is so true. I was working on a budget a couple of days ago, and it was like, okay, looking at the budget, there's not enough at the end of the budget to do all the things that I desire to do. But God, but God, because I live by the word of God, I can trust God for his provision. And so every assignment that he has ever given me, he has provided for me. So I'm so excited about the Lioness Warrior Roundtable next week. And the fact that we have a beautiful cabin that the Lord has provided for us. I believe it's 9 bedrooms and what have you. It was just nothing but God's provision that made that possible. You know, I was able to deeply discount the registration fee for it, and the ladies can come and we're going to partake in the Word of God. We're going to partake in business 101 and take our concepts of business from a concept all the way through to launch in a week. And that's being made possible by God, strictly by God, strictly by God. Not because of my doing, but because of his provision. So, and I'm just using that as an example. The things that God has called you to, stop making excuses on why you can't do it. And especially if that excuse is provision, because anything that God calls you to, he is going to provide for. All right, and this has been my testimony time after time after time. Every assignment that he has ever given me, he will provide for it. And a lot of times I'll step out in faith. I don't even know where the provision is coming from, other than knowing it's coming from him. But he does it every single time. So I'm just stressing that it is so important that you're living by the word of God. You're tithing, you're giving your offerings, you're sowing as God would lead you to sow. Okay? And watch him provide for you. Watch him provide for you. Another thing that I had written right under that was communing with the Spirit produces wisdom. So if you're living by the word of God, you need to stay in the presence of God because he will give you the wisdom to stretch out and what to do and what to say, to call in the provision, to call in what you need. He will be constantly downloading upon you what you need. All right. So provision is not just monetary. Provision comes in the form of knowledge, understanding, wisdom. It comes in the form of kingdom connections. Who has he connected you with to be a blessing within your life and for you to be a blessing in their life? It's reciprocal. It's not that you're just always looking for somebody to bless you. If you want to be blessed, then you have to be a blesser. Okay? The law of sowing and reaping. If you're sowing into somebody else's life, you're going to reap a harvest in your life. Sowing and reaping is vitally important. All right? So that's it for this morning. Live by the word. It's a brand new month. Here we are, August the 1st. This year is going whoosh, as usual. We are August the 1st. This is the month of new beginnings. It's the eighth month of new beginnings. So start today. Start today. Make it a point to be intentional in living your life by the word of God, by the promises of God, and mostly important, by the covenant that God has made with you. That covenant is what will provide everything you need. You are a kingdom citizen, and the king of that kingdom provides for his subjects. All right? So keep that in mind and allow God to show himself mighty on your behalf. All right? That's it. God bless you. Have an absolutely oh, and just a miraculous day. Okay? Just a miraculous day. I'm so excited I get to meet my new baby. But have a miraculous day in God by living by his word. I love you with the love of Christ, and you already know you can't do a thing about it. God bless.